Good evening. Welcome back to the debate on coal mines.
Yes, welcome back. Pardon the interruption, folks, but Tim and I had to take a couple of minutes to discuss and agree on the basic ground rules for this debate.
Yes, Mark and I have agreed to stick to the issues. Before the break I was asking Mark whether he used coal in his house. Coal dug out of the mines of southwest Pennsylvania to cook and warm his home during the winter, and I'd also like to know where you stand on environmental regulations, so please go ahead and answer the question.
Okay, Tim. No, of course we don't burn coal to warm our house, or in our stove to cook our food. That would be crazy. It would create all sorts of carbon monoxide gas fumes that would poison my family, and of course some regulation is necessary to protect people from unsafe conditions on the job, and in the home. We don't have to go back 100 years in time, in order to be strong and safe and prosperous. People don't have to die in order to prove their patriotism. We need to do common sense things to preserve our health and environment. We need to move forward with clean coal and other energy sources in this country, and to do our part locally, we need a vision and a plan that creates jobs in coal mining as well as other sectors of the economy, and not return to the days when corporations wielded tyrannical power over the miners and people in our towns. Y'all should never be treated like slaves. Coal miners don't have to die, so major corporations can make money. Please tell me that I did not hear you correctly, that you really do not believe that we need to force miners to work in unsafe conditions just so the wealthy mine owners can make money.
Well, yes. It is. It is my vision in part, but dude, it's not the whole ball of wax. There's more. A lot more will be needed to put the people of this district back to work. You got to think big, Mark. Really big. As a former businessman, I understand the value of human capital. That's a crucial difference between you and me, Mark. And right now, thanks to you liberals in Congress, the companies in this district have had to pay way too much for workers. So what I'm saying is that we have to get rid of all these unions and the minimum wage. How the hell can we compete with Red China if we have to pay people $7 an hour? People need jobs, Mark. They need jobs. Not pork. Not welfare. Let's put them to work in the coal mines, the steel mills, the factories. We can bring back the strength of America. Give it some backbone again. But we have to get the unions and the socialists out of the way. And we can save money in our schools by getting children started working on the job when they are still young and healthy. Going down in the mines with their fathers. Pouring steel in the mills, assembling parts on the factory floor. We can cut taxes, while increasing the supply of cheap human capital. In fact, with mothers back home, they can begin to read to them from the Bible and homeschool them with real Christian values. With less kids in schools, we can stop paying government taxes. Grandma can help Mom make quilts and bake pies for their men to eat when they come home. And Grandpa can work in the mines too. Of course, he doesn't need to lift the big heavy pieces of coal. He can pick up the little pieces with the little boys, and with Grandma and Grandpa both working and living under the same roof with their children, we can cut out all those expensive government programs like Social Security and Medicaid. We can get her done, Mark. We are all super patriots in this district with good solid Christian values. With God's help, we can get her done. We just need to get the socialist commie pinkos, like you, out of the way. We want America back, Mark. We want it back. Just like it was in the good old days when Grandma and Grandpa used to sit by the fire and read to us from the Holy Bible, and when men were men and women were women. Sexy women who don't believe in abortion and who give their husbands lots of babies. Lots of little workers. Little Christian workers who understand the value of $1 and are willing to work their asses off in order to make a buck. But you don't know anything about that, do you, Mark? Because you never been down in one of those mines. And you don't even burn coal in your house. And you don't even use coal on your grill when you barbecue your pork with your Murtha buddies. You don't have a plan for the 12th district. Your only plan is more pork. Barbecue pork. We want our country back, Mark. And we are going to have tea parties night and day until we get it back, until we get her done.
That's ridiculous. Everything you have said is ridiculous. And here you go with the name calling and grandstanding again. This is not a serious debate. We can't send children down in the mines. We can't get rid of minimum wage and Social Security and Medicare. Are you crazy? We can't roll back the clock to the dark ages of labor. This is like some ridiculous rant by Rush Limbaugh or Glenn Beck. This is not about patriotism, or who is the better Christian, or tea parties. What the Republican bosses are advocating is a wholesale sellout of the people of this country to big business. That's not a vision of the future. That's a nightmare. You can't wrap yourself in the flag and religion while telling horrible lie to the people of our district. You don't really think you can use lies and intimidation and stupid slogans about patriotism, religion, and family values to trick the people of this country into giving up the control of their government to major corporations and their Republican puppets. It will never work, Tim. The good people of this district have heard all those lies and stupid tricks before, and they are too smart to fall for that.
Well, you wouldn't want to take a bet on that, would you, Critz? Critzy boy, the way I see it, it's a choice between true American patriots and a bunch of limp-wristed pansies who want big government, and who are afraid to go down in the coal mines and get their hands dirty like real men. Real men, Critz. Do you know anything about that? I am a businessman, Critz. I created 400 jobs. I know about business. And I'm a God-fearing Christian that believes in guns and protecting our freedom from socialists. I think it's wrong to make the women work while men sit around the bar all day and night drinking beer and collecting welfare. Women should be home taking care of their men and making babies, not having abortions and going to work and trying to compete with men. They need to be home taking care of their children, along with grandma. I am a patriot, Critz. And a good-looking single white Christian male. I'm not afraid to speak up and call a spade, and a commie, and I say you and your liberal friends are all commie pinkos. Commie pinkos with no real vision or plan to create jobs in our district. And so it's time for you to go.
No one is going to be intimidated into voting for you in order to feel patriotic or think that they need to go down in the mines and work under unsafe conditions in order to prove they have balls. The good people of this district are not that stupid. We need a better plan for the people of our district.
We know you are weak and afraid, Mark. And you don't really have a plan. And everyone knows that I'm the good-looking alpha male, so why don't you just give it up? A commie will never win in a fight with a super patriot. If you drop out of the race now, I will give you a job on my staff. What do you say, Mark? I'll give you a nice cushy job just like you had with Mirtha. So you won't have to work. You won't have to go down in the coal mines. Come on, Mark. Be a man, not a commie pinko.
No, I can't do it. I can't sell out our people. This debate is over. We have to stop this. No more. We need a better vision, a vision for our economy that does not rely on pork or major corporations, a vision where our people are happy and healthy. I need another chance to work with the local companies and the small business leaders to come up with a plan for our community.
Your time is up, Mark. You and your liberal buddies have had your chance. Your time is up, and you don't have a clue on how to make things work without pork and welfare. It's time to take the country back from the socialists, Mark. It's time for real men, men with guns, balls and bullets, to run our country again. It's time to get her done, Mark. Let's get the men down in the mines and the women back in the home making babies. It's time to get her done, Critz.
I can't believe this is happening. Please tell me it's a bad dream. We have to wake up now. We can't let our country be ruled by major corporations and a bunch of Republican bullies. We need a better vision of the future. This is the end of this stupid debate. I need another chance, please, just one more chance. Please God, give me one more chance to develop a plan to save our community. I need another chance, one more chance, to develop a plan B, a plan, one more chance, a plan. This is the end.